Well, another West Tennessee good morning to y'all. Bobby Lee here from Hurricane Creek Farms. Ask y'all to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. But let's go. So if you just watched our last video and even the one before that, you can probably just about imagine where this video is going to start because it's becoming a theme. Going to be getting bull out of the pasture with the cows. Nearly identical to the last video, but we do have a little different plan in mind because you know, what's the old saying, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So we do have a little alteration to that plan. But first step is get the cows and the bull up here. As we wait on them, we'll give you the rain update since yesterday afternoon, and of course it's much the same as it has been, and that's that it has not rained. It's still scattered chances kind of all around us. Chance today still, but they just never seem to materialize. I just looked at the radar, it's raining already early this morning. Like 2 counties north, that was pretty good rain, pretty decent sized area getting some rain. Bunch of rain south of us. But you put the radar in motion and you're like, yeah, none of it really looks like it's much threat to get to us. I think we have a 19% chance is what my phone says right now. 19, which is just, like, why not just say 20? I guess because they're obviously admitting it's not even that good of a chance. So, but anyway, we get these boys up here, still praying for rain. Like I said in the last one, hope that maybe by the end of the video we'd be sitting on the porch watching it rain, and hey, same thing again today. There he is. He's one of the first, what, 6 or 8 in there. Got it sorted down to just him pretty easily. So we're gonna move all the cows back to the next pasture. They've been in this one right here, so they're, you know, we're pretty close, you know, just, you know, narrowly separated by the driveway, basically. One electric fence, one regular fence from him. So now they're gonna be one whole pasture over. They'll be out of sight for sure. So, I don't know. I think if I was a betting man, I'd say, you know, odds are probably that he's still gonna get out and get with them. But we're gonna give it the old college try anyway and see if we can get a different result. As I'm getting ready to move the cows, I can see way over there. Y'all may not even be able to appreciate it. There's a cow in a pasture that we moved them out of a week ago. Heck, I need to look. Unless that was one that we got left behind. Lord, I'm tongue-tied. Got me all flustered. Because we knew we had a couple more of those that we bought that hadn't calved yet. And there may have been another one to calve or something, but yeah, we'll definitely go investigate that once we get these cows moved. Yeah, the big question now is, do all the calves see the gate and go through? Because you know, that's always something we complain about as well. Calves will somehow just miss the wide open gate. There you go. Not an enormous amount of grass in here, but more than y'all have had. And fell over rain. We fertilized pretty much this entire pasture last weekend. Well, so far many of the calves are seeing the gate. The brand new baby right there may have a little trouble. He's got on the back side of that one because we opened it up the wrong way, I guess you could say. Oh, what's gonna happen here? Sadie's biting at flies. So yes, we have a cow and a calf. I don't know, just from here, I'm not sure if it's a new calf. I feel pretty certain it is. Should be cow either 39 or 73, which I think 39 I just saw. I don't even know if I have another tag. Which odds are, we moved them out of this pasture like, I think a week ago today, or maybe yesterday. And so if she didn't move with the rest of them, the calf was probably born then, newborn. So it being a week old now, me getting my hands on it, probably not gonna happen. Yeah, it's gonna be cow number 73. And what looks like a nice little heifer calf. But yeah, videos are full of surprises. Yeah, I just happened to look out across the room. I was like, I see that cow. Well, not, and you know, well, you're probably thinking, well, gosh, he doesn't watch them very close. Well, you know, in this time of year, yeah, we don't. I mean, we check the cows every day, but we're not calving other than these oddballs that, again, calving completely out of season because they were bred long before we bought them, that kind of thing. Again, I knew, obviously, number 2 calved. Actually, she calved right here pretty close by where she tried to eat me up when I was tagging her in that video. But knew there was 2 others. I'd looked their numbers up the other day, and I was looking for them, and I knew I couldn't. I was like, man, I don't see number 73, but she's got to be out here somewhere. Well, now sure enough, she was still over here in this pasture, which, I don't know, I'm half tempted just to leave them. I mean, they're obviously fine. Plenty of grass out here just for the 2 of them. But yeah, I don't know. If I could get her to join the rest of them, that'd be nice. And you know, at some point we'll try to tag that calf. She's gonna be just like the number 2 cow though. There's no way she'll be bred back. And so we'll probably sell her and this calf as a pair. Dude is mad. He that sweep gate was pushed all the way around here. I could hear him rattling. He just pushed it all the way around. So I was glad we came back up here because this side gate was open, so he could have gotten out, would have gotten out, had we not come up here and done that. But we're gonna push him up there. Got a bucket of feed. Look at him, he's being super cooperative up to this point. At least he's got that going for him. Come on over here, bud, we'll feed you. I don't know. Now's when I start to get maybe too optimistic. I'm like, you know what? He might actually stay in with these boys. And he might. Like, having the cows not right there close by where he can see them and smell them, even the ones that are in heat, or especially the ones that are in heat, might be what makes all the difference. But we'll see. We will see. I don't know that I would bet on him cooperating, but we at least tried something a little different just to see. All right, and now I'm actually doing something that I kind of forgotten that I needed to do. And we've driven over here to the east side of the county to my brother and sister-in-law's place, DR Farms. They are out of town for a couple of days for the holiday weekend. We'll check on their steers. All 45 of them are here and accounted for. Brought a little feed back here to them. We'll put out in these bunks. And yeah, he's got one that had a foot problem back, a month or 2 ago. I told him I hated he didn't film it, but I wasn't with him. Had to dart him to sedate him because he was way back here away from the catch pens and was just, you know, nearly 3-legged lame, and actually had a long thorn between the claws on his foot, and got that out and was able to treat him, you know, antibiotic, anti-inflammatory and whatnot. But I'm not sure which one it was, which is a good thing. That means that nobody is just terribly lame right here in my first quick glance. But we'll put them little feet out. And they are naturally attacking the first 2 bunks that I put feed in, even though we've got 2 bunks over here that are also full of feed. Yeah, man, we are dry. We're dry at home. I've been complaining. I know y'all are tired of hearing about it. I think they're a lot drier even over here. This is the kind of the wetter ground. You can see they've got grazing in here, still on that fescue, but actually kind of a wet spot out here, these creek bottoms. But man, I think you know, I selfishly, with these little pop-up showers, you know, I mean, it might rain a bunch at home and not here, and vice versa. And I've been, you know, just worried about myself, of course, but man, I think really they need one worse than we do, or at least as bad. But these boys all look good. Hey, we got one smart one that's like, hey, let's check this out. And now he's gonna get all he wants over there. I can see those 2 little dogs have found a water hole, so it'll be nice for them to get back in the Jeep. Come on, y'all. Hey, Archie, Brownie, come on. Come on, y'all. I mean, this is not fescue's time of year. Like, fescue's a cool season grass. This is a fescue orchard grass, clover mix. Those are all cool seasons. And so you expect it, you know, the pastures aren't gonna look as great now. This may be the worst they look all year, actually, over these next couple of months, but still, like, man, they could use a drink, something awful. And he's got these fancy waters. It's nice cool water. But I don't know, I'm asking if it's typical for it to be a little bit wet like that. I don't know, I'm just not that familiar with them. I don't know what I could necessarily do to help that, but it may be kind of typical. But yeah, you get on up here on these hills, there's a barn up there. I swear, kind of coming in, man, Lord, it's dry. It's like, dadgum, man, you get the feeling like you're in West Texas or something, you know, it's just brown. Man, you get a little better appreciation for it up here. Yeah, up here on this more well-drained ground, it's just, man, this grass is crunchy. Even where it's trying to stay a little green, it is crispy. So, man, yeah, we need a rain. I mean, I know I just keep harping on that, but there's really nothing else you can say about it other than things are starting to get a little bit desperate. You know, if it does just quit raining, obviously these are all animals that I say both me with my stalkers and him with his, we're selling them all here, and ideally in another like 4 months. And you know, I guess in a worst case scenario, you just say, well, heck, we just gotta sell them now, you know, that we're out of feed. But and I don't think we're at that point yet, but I don't know how much longer we can go without rain before we get to that point. So we'll see. There's a little chance this evening, and that's the thing with these showers. It could, here in 20 minutes, it could dump an inch of rain right here before you know it. We may be sitting here, today's July 3rd, we could be sitting here on August the 3rd talking about how it still hasn't rained again since, what, about the 10th or so of June. So our second good morning of this video, our newest mom and baby have wandered up here. We'll see if we can ease them through that gate so they can, well, so mom can rejoin the herd and so baby can join it. Yes, probably for the first time. Go on, y'all. Second time was a charm. Bull back where he shouldn't be. And in spots back here, especially, you know, kind of more this bottom ground, you get up on the hills and it's gonna be a lot drier. There's decent grazing, but I'm gonna stop complaining about the lack of rain, I guess for a couple of reasons. One, you can probably obviously tell, I mean, we would be doing like happy dances if it had somehow rained overnight since we quit filming yesterday, but it didn't. And kind of for better or for worse, I'm kind of looking at it as a good thing. There's like no rain in the forecast for the next several days, so they did that crap to us, and I called it. You can go back and watch last 2 or 3 videos. Last week, they had that 40 to 50% chance for like 4 days in a row where you kind of convince yourself that, okay, odds are it'll have to rain one of those days. But I called it, I said, no, they do this. And then when that day comes, well, the rain chance drops to 20%. And it happened every single day. You'd get to that day and that chance would just dwindle and it wouldn't rain. Some folks got some rain in our area, but nobody really right here. Heck, I don't know, that maybe some parts of Tipton County did, but not much over these last few days. But yeah, so now we don't have any chance for like the next 4 or 5 days. I mean, it's like single-digit chances. So I'll quit even worrying about it. Like if by some miracle it does rain, it'll be a total surprise. And yeah, we'll get back on radar watch next weekend. And I almost forgot, in addition to no rain, we're also under a heat advisory starting, I think, midday today through the end of the week. Like upper 90s every day. So kind of a double whammy with that no rain, but last time we're gonna reference the weather in this video. Cows are gonna follow me up here. Of course, there's the bull, the second one in line. So part of me is tempted. I'm like, man, he's right there. I can just open this gate up and he'll follow me right in here and just say, hey, there he is. But then part of me is like, well, why even mess with it? You know he isn't gonna stay. I don't know. I'm kind of stubborn. I might actually do this. Y'all are seeing real-time decision making on the fly here at Hurricane Creek Farms. We're going through that gate. Go. Go. Okay, so I'm doing what I said I was not going to do, and that is further mess with him. So that took like 10 seconds of effort. Now I'm just gonna take a bucket of feed over there, put him back with those boys, and he'll be back with these cows this afternoon. But I'm not denying that. I'm not under any illusion that this is permanent. But he made that too easy for me. So yeah, real time change of plans, decision making, right here on the YouTube. So he's back in there with his friends. Yeah, not expecting it to last long though. Down here with stalker steers now, trying to rotate pastures, which I think if I've counted correctly, which they all kind of came through a mob, making it harder to count. But when these few just on the other side of the fence come through, I got 63, so it means I'm still missing 2. My concern with moving them into this pasture is that in the pasture they just came out of, there's 1 pond and really even 2 ponds if I've got the whole thing opened up to them. And pasture on the south end of this place, we have water, or we have a stock tank, coming to them. In this pasture, there's 2 springs, maybe 3 springs where they can get watered from. One goes on up this holler and kind of runs down this ditch. You can see there's no water. Maybe as you get back closer to the spring, there might be some, but none right here. So may not be able to shut them in this pasture. There's one other spring kind of comes out of the hillside over here. They actually lounge over there a bunch on these really hot afternoons, which is fine and a good thing. But yeah, you can see where it comes through that pipe. I mean, it's muddy, but there's no water. So you're probably not going to be able to shut them in here. Not entirely. We'll have to leave it open where they can get into some of these other spots to in one end to the other, so they can have access to water. Most of the year, not an issue, but we've run into this problem in summers in the past. If it ever gets just real dry, we're in trouble. You can see they've got some water in here. You get on up here closer to the spring. But just not enough for us to say, oh yeah, y'all are good. Y'all can survive on that. I don't know, maybe they could, but we're not gonna be that stingy with the water. We are blessed with springs, which of course sometimes when it's real muddy, you kind of cuss them. But of course, like right now, we're happy for that water. But we're gonna get these boys rotated. Probably just gonna about wrap it up this video. Got a few other odds and ends, some little projects to work on there around the house, but not really as much farming content there. But appreciate y'all watching. Today is officially the 4th of July, so happy Independence Day. Even though, of course, this one won't get edited and posted until probably tomorrow. But keep tuning back in. We're gonna get some more stuff done. Keep praying for rain. Said I wasn't gonna mention the weather anymore, but just prayers for rain. But yeah, keep on going with these guys. Pretty good grazing in here. Like I said, I don't mean to sound like I'm crapping on what's going on with my brother's place, but man, I going and seeing his yesterday almost makes me feel a little better about ours, just because, man, it was dry over there. I think I've got him worried. I was talking to him last night, which I told him, it's like, they're not gonna starve. Like, there is food for them out there. You just worry, they're not gonna, gain maybe like they otherwise would. I mean, who knows, we get a rain here in the next a week or so, things will look a whole lot better pretty quickly. And worst case scenario, we just call a truck and say, rather than selling these boys in November when we like to, we may have to sell them, you know, in August, you know, if grass is just gone. But anyway, we'll get up there and get a head count on these. But appreciate y'all watching. I've really rambled at the end of this one. Y'all remember, eat beef and God bless. So I pulled up here to the bunk area. Look there. There's our dart from, I don't know, a few weeks ago whenever we had a dart one. But do find those laying around, and then we'd like to obviously pick them up, get them disposed of properly. Y'all have a good one.